The $350,000 Virginia Slims of Los Angeles as Monica Seles beats Kimiko Date next on Prime Ticket. From the Manhattan Country Club in Manhattan Beach, California, the Prime Ticket Network presents the best in women's professional tennis. Today, it's the finals of the $350,000 Virginia Slims of Los Angeles as Monica Seles meets Kimiko Date in the championship match. Hello, everybody. This is Mike Walden. We're here in the Southern California area. Manhattan Beach, Hollywood is not far away. And, of course, Hollywood means the movies. And what a script for today's final. Hardly anybody had heard of Date when this tournament started on Monday.
And on almost every shot, she's looking for the winner. Always aggressive, always trying to win that point from the baseline. I'm really looking forward to the match today, and I'm interested to see how Date reacts to such a big win yesterday. Back to you, Mike.
Well, we had a great story here last night. Will we have an even greater story here this afternoon? We are about to find out as Kimiko Date goes up against the #1 ranked player in the world, Monica Seles. The ultimate driving machine by Ray-Ban Wayfarer sunglasses and by Clairol for women who simply want the best. What a beautiful day for this championship match here at the Manhattan Country Club in Manhattan Beach, California. The Pacific Ocean just a mile away to the west and just about a 20-minute drive up to the Los Angeles International Airport. Seles versus Date. And Date, the unknown a week ago, now here she is in the finals, and here you can see that she's just 20 years old. Will have her 21st birthday in September. 5'4", 113, small of size, but she can really crack that forehand. She is from Japan. Her father is a subway maintenance supervisor over in Japan. And here's how she got to the finals.
Well, she keeps winning. He's going to be able to buy the subway. She beat Dahlman 2-2 from Sweden. Then she beat Meshki, who's not playing quite as well, but it's a big win, 4-1. And then Basuki from Indonesia, 2-2. And then all of a sudden, she got hot. Joe Dury, 4-1. That was a good win for her. And from 112 to #3 in the world, she knocked off Gabriela Sabatini last night, 6-4 in the third, and it was a thrilling match.
And she's going to be up against the #1 player in the world, Monica Seles. Monica is still just 17 years old, hard to believe. But she is. She won't turn 18 until the 2nd of December. She checks in at 5'9", 118, born in Yugoslavia, now living in Sarasota, Florida. And here is how Monica made her way through this tournament this week.
Being the first seed, she got a first-round bye, and then she went up against Elna Reinach, who almost beat Martina at Wimbledon this year. Easy there. Another South African, Amanda Kutzer, pretty easy there, and Argentinian Mercedes Paz. Relatively easy until she got to the semis against Arantxa Sanchez Vicario, 6-4 in the third, and what a match that was. Really, either player could have won that one.
All right, stand by. It's time now for Vic's Picks.
Well, some of them may surprise you, but on the forehand side, I call it even. On the backhand side, I give it to Seles. That's her right side. On the serve, I give it to Date. And on the return, I go to Seles. She can take it on the rise. Foot speed, this may surprise you. I go to Date. Net play, I call it even. And the intangibles to the great Monica.
And now, with another opinion, here is Tracy Austin.
I guess the only thing that I would add would be the foot speed to Monica, because she's so fast around the court. I think because she has two hands on both sides and gets to just about every shot, that proves how fast she is, and she has just about the best footwork on the circuit. Her feet never stop moving.
Tracy, the only thing about feet that I don't think where she's as fast, I think she moves beautifully laterally, but I don't think she moves as well forward.
I agree with you 100% on that one. And Arantxa Sanchez did that to her yesterday a little bit. Gave her some slow slices, and she didn't move up as well. I agree with that.
All right, we're about ready to get underway with this championship match. Monica Seles, Kimiko Date.
September marks the beginning of Gridiron Madness on Prime Network. Every Saturday, suit up for the Prime Game of the Week, featuring Penn State and a host of national powers. Plus, giants from the Pac-10 and Big 8 engage in weekly battles on Prime. Also, discover what's going on around the NFL with Bill Parcells. But if football's not your game, Prime delivers NASCAR auto racing and pro tennis. This September, turn to your Prime source for sports. Prime Network.
In tennis, you don't just play the opponent. You've got to play the ball. It's how you play the ball that determines whether your shot is in or out, whether the point is won or lost. Now, you can play the ball and win with this half-hour video by Tennis Magazine instruction editor Vic Braden. Free with a 1-year subscription. 12 issues of Tennis Magazine. Call 800-228-1200 for a full year of Tennis Magazine, plus the free video. Just $13.77. Call 800-228-1200 now.
Prime Ticket presents Virginia Slims Tennis. Brought to you by your Southern California Honda dealers. As dependable as the cars they sell.
This summer, look down the barrel of a tennis cannon before it explodes. Witness the display of aggression as tennis giants plan for precision. And step between the lines with courtside kings as they fight for what they believe in. This summer, be there with Prime Network for the best of ATP and Virginia Slims tennis. Available on most Prime affiliates.
They've had sellouts the last 3 sessions for this tournament. Today, certainly no exception. It's a standing room only crowd of 6,500. And the chair umpire is Jan Ryan of Huntington Beach, California. She will be in charge of this match. And Date will begin service. I just want to see what's going through her mind right now. Playing number 1. Right off the bat, and she got her first serve in.
I also noticed that Date has her left thigh taped.
Why?
I'm not sure. Maybe she had a strain. I mean, she's probably not used to playing 7 matches in one tournament.
She's used to packing up and going to the next tournament on Tuesday or Wednesday.
By the way, on that last shot you saw, I think that's what Sabatini should have done last night. Elevator shots. She had low topspin drives and it ate right into her hands.
By the way, this match has an international flavor tonight. Of course, today, Date being from Japan and Seles born in Yugoslavia. We have television coverage in Germany, Japan, and Argentina for this championship match. Well, now. Hello.
93 miles an hour on that first serve. She served like that in the last 2 sets in her win yesterday.
What a confidence builder. Holding her serve in the first game, this 20-year-old qualifier from Japan. And Seles has been served notice.
It's nice to see her come out with such a strong game. Well, she doesn't look that nervous to me. She's won 2 tournaments before, but they were lesser satellite tournaments. And her best tournament to date was the Australian Open in 1990, where she got to the 4th round. She had a win over Pam Shriver. But other than that, most of her results are 1st, 2nd, or 3rd rounds.
And look, Trace, how easily she's getting to the ball. So at this point, Monica's not doing anything with it.
This is a $350,000 tournament. The winner gets $70,000. The runner-up, $28,000. You can see the breakdown of the rest of the prize money. What thrill it would be for Kimiko to be able to take away $70,000 US.
I think her career prize money is about $110,000.
But, you know, I think it's a bigger win for Japan, in my opinion. If she wins this match, what it's going to do for tennis in Japan is equal to what Borg did for Sweden, equal to what Vilas did for Argentina and Sabatini.
All right, now we're going to see how Monica Seles serves the first time here this afternoon in this championship. No break for Seles. That was wide. About 15. You'll notice how Seles goes through. Well, as we focus in on her, you'll be able to see what we're referring to when she begins to serve. Love 30, just like that.
Love 30.
Now.
This is a great return. She took it on the rise. Short backswing, straight through. Body forward.
15-30 now.
She does hit the ball on the rise very well. She doesn't stand back, but just a foot from the baseline. She doesn't give her opponent much time to react to balls.
30 on. There she's rushed a little bit.
Well, she's seen a different pace today. Gabriella has more topspin and less pace on her balls, and of course Monica's are pretty flat and straight through and flat out. Hard.
30, 40.
And right away, a break point for the young lady from Japan.
And even if that one had gone over, Kimiko would have had a nice shot at the center court.
Hits it long. Use. She speaks a little English. We're referring to Date, of course. But in interview, she has to speak through and with an interpreter. As you found out, Tracy Austin.
Actually, I talked to her in the locker room before the match, and she does understand more. I think that when they don't feel like they know that much, they get a little bit nervous and they feel more comfortable with an interpreter. But if I spoke slowly, she understood what I was saying, and she could speak well.
The one thing she understands, $70,000 first prize money. Even $28,000 for the runner-up.
Look at
Double fault. Sending it back to deuce. That second serve, Vic Braden, was 66 miles an hour.
Well, she did not serve well, in my opinion, last night either, or yesterday afternoon.
That was good. Monica turned around to check on the signal from the lines person. He had the hands down.
Well, you get a chance to watch it. She's pausing a little bit. Watch it. She makes a little motion before. It's pauses in the center, and so she's got it uncoiled with a lot of muscle recruitment.
Back to deuce. This will be our third deuce of this second game. It's a best of 3 sets.
You know, remind our viewers when you're watching a server, anytime you can see the racket clearly in the middle of the serve, it means the racket is stopping somewhere. And when it stops, then you have to start over again.
Second service for Seles. Another double fault.
But that one she hit. At least she hit the ball. think if you're double faulting, it's barely long, but you're hitting it. It's not that bad a feeling.
Oh! Seles got a late start. I think she believed it was going to bounce a lot farther than it actually did. It kind of died as it got over the net.
Well, Date really hit this on the frame. I don't think she meant to hit it that short. Seles was very surprised. Hey, they all work. Get the whole racket, might as well use it all.
Bottom line. And it's a 2-love lead for Kimiko Date over Monica Seles.
And Date knew she missed it. She held up her hand, which signals that was a lucky pop.
About 15, it was long. You know, we've been talking about the pressure that's on Date, the qualifier, 112th in the world. Got to be a little pressure on the #1 player, Seles. Everybody expects her to win. Nice crowd here at Manhattan Country Club. Yes.
And I see that the frosting fall off the elbow. I'm afraid to hit it.
Seles. Love 30. That shot was just long. There's the thigh that is wrapped. The left thigh of Date.
Saw her feet were taped last night as well for her match.
Sometimes players are superstitious. They just feel they play better if they have a wrap. It's sort of like a mental thing.
Well, this is new, so I don't think this is superstitious.
She did not have it on last night?
No. She had the tape on her feet, though, so maybe that's just something that she usually does.
Triple break now for Seles.
A little nervous there when you got a setup like that. You'll notice that her second serve's coming in at 61, 62, 64 miles per hour. Not hitting as hard as she was last night on the second serve. Did tell you she's a little bit tentative.
Sun right now is against her, that side of the court. Put it right on the line. So now Seles is down to a single break point.
Both of these girls like balls with pace right about waist level. It's going to be who hits it deeper, who hits the angles better, because they play pretty similar games. I must say, that is one difference. Date doesn't mind taking that short ball and coming to the net.
But what's interesting to me is Monica's forehand, left side, is falling inside the service line nearly all the time. She's not hitting through that ball at all the way she does on the two-handed right side.
Advantage, Date. What a tremendous boost this would be for Date. She was down love 40 on her surface. Now it's Date's advantage. She gets this point, she'll go up 3 love. Down love 40. Date fights back, holds serve, and takes a 3-love lead over Monica Seles. Wow.
I'm Alex Trebek, and I've got a question for you. What's easy to play and easy to win? What has Jeopardy in the name, but it's a whole new way to play the game? The answer is Phone Jeopardy, the game you play at home on your touch-tone phone. Phone Jeopardy is great fun for everyone. You can play Phone Jeopardy 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and there are so many ways to win. Call and play for a $500 daily prize, a $5,000 grand prize. Answer the final Jeopardy question correctly, and you're an instant winner. And you'll get a bonus book worth over $500 in discounts every time you call this number. When you call, you'll be given a choice of categories. Just answer clues like, the Lone Star State, what is?
Texas.
You're right. See how easy it is? And remember, you get the bonus book every time you call this number. So don't wait. Call this number right now and play Phone Jeopardy.
$1.95 a minute. Average call, 5 minutes. You must be 18 or older to play. Touch-tone phones only.
At this point, Monica Seles has got to be muttering to herself. What in the world is going on? I got love 3 in the first set, but it's still very early.
Win or lose, Date is going to move from 112 into the low 30s in the rankings.
And win or lose, Seles will move out of number 1.
Exactly.
Oddly enough, because she had to beat, Sabatini had to win last night for her. Very complicated. We'll get into it.
Actually, it's quite simple. She had to beat Sanchez yesterday and Sabatini today, and those players are worth more bonus points. So therefore, she would have remained number 1.
But when you start to explain about all of the bonus points, you get into how you do in various tournaments.
There's the first hard driving forehand I've seen. What's this?
Preparation was terrific. Don't you think, Vic? Good shoulder turn. Body stayed down.
She looked like she wanted it.
Some of the crowd at the south end of the grandstand didn't necessarily agree with the call. 30-15, 40-15.
Good shot. Going back to that number 1, Monica's been number 1 since March 11th. And then last week, Steffi regained it for 1 week. Now Monica for 1 week, and then Steffi goes back to number 1. So that's how close they are.
So Seles up 40-15 on her serve. Date bounces back for a deuce.
That was smart, though. Last night in the match, she rushed that shot. But this time, she was smarter. She learned something from last night. She waited until Monica committed it, and then she went for it. She's learning every minute.
Rally, and the point goes to Kimiko Date.
But, you know something? Monica played it beautifully, though. She changed the pace. She got the short ball she wanted and then made an error. Actually, that soft one was smart.
Ooh, that's lethal. That's her favorite shot right there.
Don't get me mad.
Give her a high backhand like that.
3 Grand Slam singles titles in 90 and 91. French Open, 91 Australian.
And of course, we talked about it yesterday. She missed Wimbledon with shin splints and a stress fracture. So this is only her second tournament back since the French Open, which ended the first week in June.
Game to Seles. 3-1. Date. And when she pulled out of Wimbledon, Tracy, she did so about 3 days before the event started. And that really stirred up a lot of controversy because she was 2 legs up already on the Grand Slam, winning the French and the Australian. People said, you've got to be on your deathbed not to play Wimbledon, have a chance at the Grand Slam.
Monica not allowing Kimiko to control the tempo.
Plane overhead, I think, broke the concentration there for just a moment of Date.
Tell you, if that plane breaks her concentration, wait till she gets some finishing medals. The 747 lands on court 11.
Isn't that the truth? Although last year, the mayor, David Dinkins, had them diverted because he's such a tennis fan. That sure was nice. Don't realize how much you rely on the sound of the ball to judge the speed.
Left-handed grab. Oh, and she got the...
And then Seles hits it out.
See that one-handed left-hand shot there? That was by Kimiko. And she was practicing that.
There's her highest ranking, was number 62.
Right now, it's 112. But as we have pointed out, it's sure to skyrocket after this tournament, being in the finals here today. And you might say, why is this tournament so special? Well, 3 of the top 4 players were in the field. Seles, Sabatini, Sanchez Vicario.
Moving up into the low 30s, she won't have to qualify for tournaments anymore.
Boy, that's a big plus, isn't it, Tracy?
Sure is.
30 all. I like the line people when they give you a distinct out call. Nice and crisp. Sometimes they're so inaudible. Players like that, too.
Monica didn't like this call on this serve. She thought it was long or wide, but what a perfect play. Wide to one side and fill the hole. Fill the hole. Her serve is much better today. A lot more pace on it.
Date's win over Sabatini last night, I was talking with Jerry Diamond, the tournament director, and he likened it somewhat to John Daly winning the PGA Golf Championship a week ago, or Buster Douglas stopping Mike Tyson. Second serve.
Now see if Monica moves in on the suspecting. Should be a little tight on the second serve.
tell you, 3 or 4 shots about a foot from the baseline. Can't ask for anything better than that.
But, you know, going the other way, watch how few steps Date's having to take. She's putting Monica under pressure, and Date did not have to take more than 1 step left or right on 4 straight forehands.
Seles with a great return there. Very nice and deep. And it's deuce.
Shows you the value of getting the ball back on one when Kimiko put her left hand out and just hit it one hand and got it back 1 point. And that one, Monica just reached out 1 hand on the backhand side, got it back. Just dig them up. Fight for everything.
Forehand of Kimiko Date.
Boy, watch Date move her feet. Remember I was talking about how fast can she move and get in position. Perfectly set. Always moving. Perfectly set. Boy, and she scores. Heard that siren back then. Thought maybe Monica had called 911. All right, Trace, did she bring the show in just to see how Date hits the short ball, or did she have a plan in your opinion?
I think that was a definite change of pace. Monica hitting that underspin shot kind of right in the middle of the court. Date had to produce all the speed and all the pace on the ball. Didn't quite get under it.
So an advantage for Monica Seles.
Was that a big point, Trace? Dude, she could be sitting pretty right now at 4-1.
Monica Seles coming back now. And we're really right back on serve. 3-2, Date.
Planning. Where'd I get the capital to start this business with my daughter? By investing for the long haul. And forget full commission brokers. I called Charles Schwab. Munis, mutual funds, blue chips, and I saved plenty with Schwab's low commissions. Every day I tell my daughter, think long-term. Make your own decisions. Be your own man.
For a free Schwab Fact Kit, call toll-free 800-445-4800.
This summer, look down the barrel of a tennis cannon before it explodes. Witness the display of aggression as tennis giants plan for precision. And step between the lines with courtside kings as they fight for what they believe in. This summer, be there with Prime Network for the best of ATP and Virginia Slims tennis. Available on most Prime affiliates.
It's not simply a game. It's an era of fitness, health, muscle development, body toning, beauty, and power. It's the era of solar effects. become a part of it. Call anytime for a free brochure.
We're here at the Manhattan Country Club in Manhattan Beach, California. I'm Mike Walden along with Tracy Austin and Vic Braden. World rankings as of Monday of this week. Seles, Graf, Sabatini, Vicario, and Navratilova. But that will change tomorrow. Right, Tracy?
That's right. Steffi Graf will become number 1.
And to pick up on that again, Graf assumes the number 1 again because...
She becomes number 1 because Seles needed to beat Sanchez Vicario, which she did yesterday, and Sabatini in the finals today because, hate to say it, but Sabatini is worth more bonus points than beating Kimiko Date. Hate to put numbers on people, but they do.
Yeah, in my opinion, right now, forget about who she's beating. She's got her hands full trying to beat Date. If you take a look at this, when she got that short ball, she knew just what she wanted to do with it. That was a close call right by the line.
30-15. The last time a qualifier made it to the finals of an event was in 1989 at the Suntory Open in Japan by Kimiko Okamoto. So another Kimiko did it.
I think it's a great tribute to women's tennis. The depth is now sensational. Salute them.
I agree with you, 100%. Oh. I wonder if she looked up into the sun. That sun's awful bright up there.
Remember last night, though, she hit 2 into overheads into the net, so she hit 1 on the side. And she made it. Well, here, she should have been taking it up high, but she remembers last night where she missed a 2, and so she decided to do that. She missed 1 side last night, so she's about 2-2 right now.
She pulled down on that last one. Still has to hit up and through it a little bit.
First ace for Monica Seles. 80 miles an hour. Seles pulls even now at 3-3 in this first set.
And I say she's pulling even in a very lucky manner because she's had plenty of opportunities to be down 5-1.
For her size, Date at 5'4" and 113 hits a very deep ball.
Sure does, and the reason she does is because she hits the ball so technically well. No extra motion, nice, clean, precise strokes. Body weight going forward. She has to use all 113 of those pounds.
She was eager to get ready to the next shot.
Monica's parents, Karoli and Esther.
Crowley, a cartoonist.
And there's her brother Zoltan. 3 of them go everywhere with Monica. Very close family. She's pulling up a little bit on that forehand, Vic.
She is. And when you start getting too far ahead of your shot, you start thinking about the next shot. That's when you get into trouble. Take them one at a time. Doesn't Karoli and Esther sound like a vaudeville act? That's wonderful. I love her.
Dance team.
Perfect. He's always been very nice to me.
It's out.
It's out.
Oh, it was out.
It's out.
Carol Green quickly made the call.
30 off.
Oh, is that an overrule? Uh-oh. An overrule. The lines person called it out.
Carol Green made the out call, and Jan Ryan, chair umpire, overruled. So it's 30 all. Let's see if this is really going to upset now, this 20-year-old Date.
know, it's a beautiful point, but on the other side of the coin, in my opinion, I think she made a mistake letting that ball bounce. Well, you don't get on top of those babies. Sometimes you make you stumble, whatever it is. She could have won the point so simply, but dangerous.
Sanchez Vicario had some success against Seles with those shots.
With the drop shots yesterday. Yeah, that drop shot was just a little bit deep.
Seles has now won 4 in a row after dropping behind love 3. Seles with a 4-3 first set lead on Kimiko.
What kind of club is that?
Look at the shaft.
Wow, he crushed it.
I want one of those clubs.
Me too.
Introducing the Whippy Tempo Master, a revolutionary breakthrough in golf training technology.
I invented this club. I went from 18 to 2 handicap in 6 months and had 50 yards to my drive.
The Tempo Master's unique UltraFlex shaft forces you to build clubhead speed with your legs, not your arms. The result is power, accuracy, and amazing distance.
Well, with age and maturity, I lost 40 yards. With the Tempo Master, I got it back.
To order your own Whippy Tempo Master, call 1-800-544-1391. Ask for operator 111. Just $89.95 plus $4.50 shipping and handling. Comes complete with a booklet of tips and drills.
I've had my students go from the hundreds to the 80s using the Tempo Master.
Call 1-800-544-1391. Operator 111.
You know, this is really fun. There's a heat wave in New York. It's the hottest hardcore tennis tournament before the U.S. Open, the North Star Bank Hamlet Challenge Cup. Prime coverage begins Friday at 7 Eastern, live on Prime Network.
4-3 lead for Seles over Date, first set. I mentioned right at the outset this was being telecast back to Germany in addition to Japan and Argentina. And there is Gert Saponsky. Let's see how he calls this first point.
Ein bisschen vor der Sonne geschützt. Sitzt man hier etwas am Rande. Eine schöne Anlage bei einem Hotel gehört hier. Eigener Golfplatz, den ich nicht benutze. Und jetzt also strahlend blauer Himmel über Südkalifornien. Da in der Sonne schätze ich an die 40 Grad. Wenn ich vorher sagte, dass Date vielleicht mit ihren Kräften am Ende ist, dann meine ich nicht so sehr diese Partie, dieses Finale allein, sondern den Verlauf der letzten 10 Tage Qualifikation und diese für sie sehr erfolgreichste und größte Turnierwoche überhaupt in ihrem Leben hier in Manhattan Beach. Aber sie spielt nach wie vor gut mit.
Good Mitch. Jawohl. They do it a little differently than we do. I just don't like to talk when the ball is in play, but I guess it's done differently over there.
The only thing I understood was Manhattan Beach.
In California.
Now, what I liked what he said was she has good mitts, and I agree on that.
Good hands, right?
Right.
Good.
Hits the ball hard and firm and then adds that spin, that underspin slice. Kimiko Date didn't adjust.
Monica's just a point away from winning her 5th consecutive game. It's like she's in charge now. That serve was 85 miles an hour. Did Vic's picks give Date foot speed?
Gave her the speed. Not bad.
Amazing.
But
Hits well on the run, too.
we may look back upon that as a turning point. Date with a break point coming up. Just wide.
Is that another mishit, Trace? Because it didn't look to me like she was trying to hit intensely a short ball.
I think she just got there late, tried to give a little undercut. Drop shot or what, but that's what got her in trouble. Yep. You hit a definite drop shot, it has to be about a foot away from the net. That almost hit the service line. Can't give those to Monica.
I think you're playing anybody of this caliber. You better know what you're doing. Last night, Vicario shots, Vicario's shots, drop shots were the best I've ever seen. Delicate shot.
Now for Monica. Seles with a 5-3 lead over Kimiko Date of Japan. Quite a turnaround, huh? From being down love 3, now up 5-3.
Remember, we got our first look at Monica because of Disney. I mean, that's it.
Because of Disney?
That's right. They had a tournament called Sport Goofy around the world, and Monica came to the International Championship in Orlando. First look at her. I remember she borrowed some tennis shorts. There's some like adult shorts and just a normal pair of shorts, and they went all the way to the ground. And she won the 12 of them. I think she was 8.
Date is losing it now.
Of course, they always talk about her father being a cartoonist, and he drew cartoons on the tennis balls to make it more fun. Ooh.
Is the clock striking 12 for this Cinderella?
She seems to be making a lot of unforced errors right now. She wasn't making in the beginning of the match.
3 break points. Set points for Monica Seles. Well, she's got one of them back. 15-40. Seles is in such a great groove right now. 6 straight games, and Seles wraps up the first set 6-3. After Date had taken the first 3 games. Monica Seles, #1 in the world.
Campbell Silk is proud to be a sponsor of this tournament. Last Wednesday,
And remember, for all of your scores, highlights, interviews, and much, much more, join us on Press Box with Larry Burnett, Alan Massengale, and the rest of the Press Box team. Tonight at 10 o'clock, only on Prime Ticket. When the people started filing in here to the Manhattan Country Club in Manhattan Beach, California, the prevalent feeling was, if Kimiko Date can get maybe 3-4 games in the match, that would be an accomplishment. And she shocked everybody, actually stunned this capacity sellout standing room only crowd when she won the first 3 games. But now, the number 1 is in control.
Well, I thought that she would only win 3, 4, 5, 6 games yesterday in her match against Sabatini. And of course, she came out and played so well. She played well in the first 3 games here. I think maybe it took Monica a while to check out her game. And as you said, there is increased pressure being the number 1 player playing against someone who's 112 in the world, because, you know, everybody expects you to win 2-2.
And a qualifier to boot, that's right.
Thank you.
But whatever, Monica obviously got her wake-up call after 3 games. She's been playing like number 1.
You know, Michael, this is a beautiful drop shot you're going to see, but no, in my opinion, I think Date is losing the match. She had every opportunity, and she wasn't blown off the court. She made errors on the key points. So, in my opinion, Monica just played it smart, hung in, got the ball back, and Date, just her inexperience. She really owned the first set, in my opinion.
About 30. You had to guess.
You know, Michael, sometimes people sit in the stands and say, I paid $50 for this seat, and that toad is running the wrong way. You know, and they get all upset about it. But see, this is smart. What she did, she made a guess, because it's smart. At least you're 50-50. It's a smart play by Date, not a dumb one. Late. Got to be careful. What you were doing in the first set was right. Date, don't. Get yourself. Practice. Settle down.
Monica's so good at those angles. Date's angle didn't have quite enough pace on it, especially with those 2 hands. She's a master at those angles. Adds a little bit of top spin, flips the wrist at the last second.
Got the first 2 points off Seles' serve and then missed that overhead.
There's Kimiko Date's coach. She pronounced his name to me, Ka-Ma. I'm not sure if I got that right, but she said he's her part-time coach, and she works out of an academy near Tokyo, and she's been there since April.
Is he Japanese?
Actually, he's Chinese, and he moved over from China, living in Japan, and she said it's kind of like a Nick Bollettieri Academy, where there's lots of players at this tennis club.
Now let's check out the first set statistics. First set, of course, won by Seles at 6-3. First serve percentages, aces, double faults, 10 more winners by Date, but 12 more unforced errors.
That's the name of the game right now. And as she gets better and better, she'll cut down on those and realize how critical each point is. You don't give away points to anybody. You know, you say, look, if you're going to get a point from me, you're going to have to vomit. You know, and I think that's the way you got to think. But she works so hard and then gives up some easy points once in a while.
Tracy, do you think it's all over, basically?
No, I would never count her out because she has really been a fighter throughout this whole tournament. But if I'd say there's one shot that she needs to work on, Vic, it's that high kind of overhead sidearm shot. She's missed so many of those.
Pulled off early again. Too eager to get to the second shot.
And that's the shot that she should have. That shot when she comes in off of the high ball, because her ground strokes are so penetrating that she gets players in trouble. That's a good way to end the point.
Little kid, that Momo, is so cute. He goes back, he's so small, he sits in his hat.
She jammed Monica on that shot. Good serve to use against Monica. She has those two hands on both sides. Put it right into her body. Again, hold up on that one.
First 3 games she was hitting that shot.
She didn't come out afraid, that's for sure. Out of the chute, she was steady.
Service was 89. Well, next week the tournament goes to Washington, D.C. It's a $350,000 tournament. Then it's on to the 2-week U.S. Open. And the defending champion of the U.S. Open is Gabriela Sabatini. She beat Steffi Graf 6-2, 7-6. Graf had won the U.S. Open in 83, 99. And Tracy Austin won it in 79 and 81. If I remember correctly, Tracy, didn't you beat Chris in 89 and Martina Navratilova in 81?
Yeah, Chris in 79. Chris and Martina, actually. Chris in the finals in 79, and then Martina again in 81.
Chris is about ready to have a baby. I think it's, when, October? Due in October?
Yeah, October 2nd is her due date.
That is not the shot. Even though you're running her down the line, she stretches so well on that backhand and hits the ball. That distance is about 65 feet 9 inches right on this shot. I'll show you she's running to the right. Right there at that corner to the service court corner, 65-9. It's so hard to hit, and she does it so well. She runs you right out of the state.
Smooth on that shot. She could have taken a forehand, and she preferred the backhand on that shot, which is interesting.
And she stayed over it. She's completed the shot, didn't pull off.
Date needs this game badly to stem 8 consecutive games by Seles. kind of a long dry spell for the 20-year-old from Japan. She pulls even now at 1 in the second set. Seles 6-3 in the first.
Monica had won 7 games in a row.
You know, when Monica does the touching, I remember a couple of people were doing a psychological test with us in the lab on centering technique, the meridians. If you touch the center of your body, you get oriented better.
The touching, you mean before she serves?
Yeah.
That was wide by Date.
I always remember the guy said, all you have to do is point. Touch the center of your body and then point to the person's center. You're an automatic winner. I said, you get mail in the scores.
Shot. Vic, I think it's more of a superstitious thing. What we're talking about is before Monica serves, a lot of times she points to her chest and then points to her forehead. And I think it's more superstition than anything.
Why don't we ask her?
Date has foot speed, but not that much. Fortunate to get the first return back.
Seems like you know when Monica's going to give it that extra pace and extra power. She gives her body just a little bit more turn, leans into it a little bit more.
Seles. Monica Seles. 2-1 over Kimiko Date, second set.
There's a heat wave in New York. It's the hottest hardcore tennis tournament before the U.S. Open. The North Star Bank Hamlet Challenge Cup. Prime coverage begins Friday at 7 Eastern, live on Prime Network.
The Alfa Romeo 164 high-performance luxury sedan can obviously cover a lot of ground. The Alfa Romeo Assurance Program that comes with it covers pretty much everything else. See your LA Orange County Alfa dealers today. They'll cover the details with you.
If your neighborhood's a little rough, don't get scared, get organized. When neighbors and bullies team up, crime doesn't stand much of a chance. Yeah. So pick up a pencil and write this down. I'll show you how you can help me take a bite out of crime.
Wet and Wild Water Sports. You didn't even get wet.
This, the $350,000 Virginia Slims of Los Angeles, the championship match. Monica Seles fell behind, in case you're just joining us on the telecast. Loved 3 and then ripped off 6 straight games. Won the first game of the second, 7 consecutive. Now it's 2-1 Seles with Kimiko Date to serve. Date started out with so much confidence. She needs to hold her serve here and get a break and get back into this. position.
They call her rubber woman in Japan.
I really thought that passing shot was just about by her. That was a great get.
Whoa! Now you know why Seles has been #1.
Talk about hitting with authority. She stepped way inside of the baseline on that one, hit the ball way out in front.
I tell my students they play too, I had the wrong grip.
Top spin dropped right at her shoelaces.
But, you know, when she hits it so softly on the low ball, if you do hit that shot at her feet, you can move forward immediately because she doesn't come back with any authority on the low volley jockey.
And she's serving and volleying just about every point now. I think it's more effective against Monica when you keep it a surprise tactic.
You know, Tracy, I don't know if she knows how good she is because why does she have to do anything? The style that she was playing was winning in the first place, and it was only her errors that made she had to play. So why change the style when you got a very successful style?
You're right. Like coming in there, she just stayed back the point before and did very well. But sometimes maybe when you're playing the #1 player in the world, you think that you have to do something extra special. And heck, I mean, she was doing so well at the beginning, just playing her own game. She was up 3-love. That was a great return. Talk about good hands.
Seles is really crunching the ball now.
It's just too soft.
Right there.
She had it.
Absolutely.
That Trace, remember, Seles has been missing that shot for a couple of days. Had the opportunity and coming in a little bit low on that play, but she had it. She's so deceptive on that left side.
Just hitting it too hard.
Let's see if she serves and volleys on this one.
Great Seles. Hits the net board and skipped right over Daute's racket. Game to Seles, and it's a 3-1 lead for Monica Seles. Now lives in Sarasota, Florida.
Trace, when you see that soft volley come out, she got it a little bit deeper that time. But she comes under the ball or slices the ball on the bottom backside. It's a very soft playback.
That was wide. Seles drive down the line.
I tell you, I think Kimiko has really learned to play big time this week. She has put it together. She's got a good look on the other side of the best players. Realizes that she's in there. She's got to clean up a few shots. 15 all.
15 all.
Why overplay those strikes? Why go for the line? You know, just keep that baby. You're taking it cross court and going down the line. Your chances, if you aim for the line, are about 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10 of missing the point.
30-15. And that's just inexperience. Those last couple unforced errors. Mind starts wandering.
Seles had a match of over 2 hours yesterday in beating Arancha Sanchez Macario 6-7, 6-4, 6-4, but this is just a little over an hour. Oh, they called it a fault. Monica can't believe it. She really cranked that one, didn't she? 87.
Whoa, on the baseline. That is deep. Got a magnet to the line back there.
That's beautiful. See, I wouldn't be playing her off that right side. Boy, she can hit that thing in her forehand. You're going to have to get the short ball first.
Exactly. I'd play her forehand, 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 and then run her to her backhand. Maybe chip her low to her forehand. This is Monica. Can't give too many in a row to that backhand side.
Look at the footwork.
Game to Seles. So Seles really cruising now. 6-3 in the first and 4-1 here in the second.
Perrier, Earth's first soft drink.
When you train for the U.S. Olympic team, state-of-the-art becomes standard. With standard equipment like this. And Nuprin. This state-of-the-art equipment helps improve technique and muscle strength. And when pain strikes, Nuprin stops that pain where it hurts. Nuprin works right at the site of pain, right where you hurt. Nuprin, standard equipment of the 1992 U.S. Olympic team. Stop.
Well, it's up to Kimiko Date now to do anything possible to try to stay alive. She's serving, but she's down 1-4. Things just haven't gone her way since she took that early 3-love lead in the first set and shocked Seles.
Unforced errors, 31.
15 more than Seles. They say it's not how you start, it's how you finish. It's a double fault.
15 all.
Date's trying everything, but nothing is working right now.
Well, Monica's had a great week here in Los Angeles, and she's gone to her first Dodgers game. She went on Monday and Wednesday when they played the Cincinnati Reds. She paid $3,700 to have dinner with Tommy Lasorda at a charity auction.
1540.
Trace, you know, that's an interesting story. I just want to get to these strokes for a second and get back to that. Why play for the corners now? Why not play and just make Monica keep it in play? Because she's so good. Kimiko is so good off the ground. Just don't give up any. Just hang tough.
Well, I think that's inexperience. I really do. Because your mind starts to work on you. That you're really not in there, that you're getting killed, and you're playing someone who's number one. And instead of sticking with your own game, you go for too much. But she'll get it. She's getting a lot of experience this week. A lot of confidence.
You know, you watch her from the baseline, Kimiko, and you'll see that this young lady, Monica, is not pushing her around it that much. If Kimiko keeps the ball deep, Kimiko is pretty well set for nearly every next shot.
Of course, Monica's making very few unforced errors, and she's relentless. She's a fighter. Gets every ball back deep.
She inherited some smarts. Monica's not number one by mistake.
And talent.
I wonder what Sabatini is thinking right now, seeing this, if she is.
I bet you she's not watching.
Well, but she will read the results if she is. Probably saying there's a fight that might have done that Saturday night in the semi. Game to Monica Seles. 5-1 lead for Seles in the second.
In Washington, new highway safety regulations are
We're in an era of fierce competition spanning not just the nation.
For these demanding times, BMW introduces the safest 3 Series ever built, with a near-zero maintenance engine and perfectly balanced handling. The dramatically new 325i. BMW meets the demands of the 90s with its spirit intact.
September marks the beginning of Gridiron Madness on Prime Network. Every Saturday, suit up for the Prime Game of the Week, featuring Penn State and a host of national powers. Plus, giants from the Pac-10 and Big 8 engage in weekly battles on Prime. Also, discover what's going on around the NFL with Bill Parcells. But if football's not your game, Prime delivers NASCAR auto racing and pro tennis. This September, turn to your Prime source for sports. Prime Network.
My name is Jesse Cordy, and what I'm going to tell you is real. On January 4th, 1987, a passenger train en route between Washington and New York collided with a freight train. In the trial that followed, the engineer admitted to having smoked marijuana and overlooking security measures. They say that marijuana doesn't hurt anyone. But this time, 16 people died. Among them, Laura Cordy, my wife.
Seles now with an opportunity to serve out the match.
Amazing when you think about it. Monica lost the first 3 games. She's only lost 1 game since. Really taken control of this match.
She got that one. Kimiko Date nailed it after having trouble with the overhead today and last night against Sabatini.
I think she got into a little groove there, but she's in the best position to see it. Monica gives those eyebrow raises.
15 all. First prize, $70,000. Second place is good for $28,000. So there's a difference of 42,000 riding on the outcome of this. And it's all Seles right now. Put out the left hand and just feebly go for it. Seles just a point away from the match. Seles won this tournament last year, beating Martina Navratilova 6-4, 3-6, and 6-7.
A6 in the tiebreaker. There she is again.
Monica Seles, #1 in the world, at least for a few more hours, polishing off the challenge of qualifier Kimiko Date, 6-3 and 6-1. We'll be back to Manhattan Beach, California.
The way to not win in tennis is to think too much about your opponent. Because in tennis, you don't just play the opponent. You've got to play the ball. It's how you play the ball that determines whether your shot is in or out. Whether the point is won or lost. Play the ball better than your opponent, and you'll play winning tennis. Now, you can play the ball and win with this double offer from Tennis Magazine. You'll receive a free half-hour video by Tennis Magazine instruction editor Vic Braden, plus a full year, 12 issues of Tennis Magazine. Call this number now and change the way you play tennis. What a combination. The How to Play Winning Tennis with Vic Braden video, plus the magazine that brings more instruction to more tennis players than any other.
Call 800-228-1200 for a full year of Tennis Magazine, plus the free video, just $13.77. Call 800-228-1200 now.
Bill Parcells, Mike Francesa. Parcells and Francesa every week in depth around the NFL.
Weekends August 30th on Prime Network. Available on most Prime affiliates.
The 1991 championship of the Virginia Slims of Los Angeles singles has been decided, and it's Monica Seles again for the second year in a row. 6-3, 6-1 today over Kimiko Date. Now comes the important point, especially for Monica. A big $70,000 check is awaiting. Let's go to courtside now, and the tournament director, Jerry Diamond.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jerry Diamond. I'm with Tournaments Limited, and we are fortunate enough to bring this event to the Manhattan Country Club each year. We're very pleased to do so. This is our 9th year. Monica Seles may own the club after this week. That's 2 for 2 for her here. I think it's very appropriate that everyone here express their thanks to the members of the Manhattan Country Club, their tireless manager, Jack Kane, the city of Manhattan Beach, and the owner, Keith Brackpool, for giving us this facility for 10 days for a great tournament. Keith. I think all of you should be proud, too. We found out that this week now we've just topped 65,000 people for this event, which makes it the largest attended outdoor women's tennis tournament in the history of the United States. It was a great field. My partner is Karen Duardo and my wife Jan Diamond, who managed the tournament. Thank you. All of you who got good tickets, applaud. The guys who got bad tickets, I understand. And now I would like to present, I've known her for 10 years, and she gets promoted so often I always forget her title. She's Group Manager, Event Marketing for Virginia Slims, my good friend Ina Broman, to present the checks. Ina?
Thank you, Jerry. And on behalf of Virginia Slims, I would like to pay a very special thank you to both Jerry and Jan Diamond and their entire team for once again bringing another terrific tennis tournament to Manhattan Beach and to California. We've known each other for 10 years, but Jerry and Jan have brought us women's tennis to California for the past 20 years, so. And I would also like to thank the Manhattan Country Club and everybody and all the volunteers who have worked so hard this week in bringing the best of women's tennis once again to California. Thank you all very much. I would now like to introduce Jeff Brune, Field Marketing, Western Manager for BMW. Jeff, would you please join me?
Well, Kimiko, on behalf of BMW of North America and our 22 Southern California BMW dealers, congratulations. BMW has been a sponsor of the Virginia Slims of Los Angeles for over 5 years. We view this as the ultimate women's tennis event in Southern California, if not the entire Western United States. It's a pleasure to present you with the runners-up check for $28,000. And again, congratulations. We look forward to seeing you in the Winner's Circle next year.
Congratulations, Monica. First of all, I would like to really say thank you for my coach and also all spectators, tournament staff, ball boy, everybody in tournament. And thank you for Kraft General Foods and Virginia Slims and BMW. I lost today, but I was so happy and got a lot of confidence here. Please remember my name Date for a long time. I will be back here next year.
Congratulations, Kimiko. We look forward to having you back next year. It is now a great privilege for me to ask Monica Seles, the #1 ranked in the Virginia Slims ranking player, to please join me. Monica? It was a great honor for me in Houston, the Virginia Slims of Houston in 1989, to present Monica with her first check and her first win. I'll never forget when she beat Chris Everett, and her numerous wins. This is her fifth title this year, our defending champion from last year. On behalf of Virginia Slims, Monica, I would like to present you with a check for $70,000. To know that Monica also likes trophies. So we have for you this year a special Tiffany trophy, Monica, the winner of the Virginia Slims of Los Angeles. Congratulations.
First of all, I would like to thank all my fans who supported me this week. And they've been just unbelievable. Thank you. Secondly, I would like to to thank Jan and Jerry Diamond for putting this event up. I mean, whichever event Jan and Jerry put up, I won, so I really play very good tennis. So I wish you would all the whole crowd General Foods World Tour, so you play so well at every tournament. Secondly, I would like to thank Crab General Foods World Tour for sponsoring women's tennis. Also, Virginia Slims. I would like to thank the ball kids. I met a lot of them, my new friends here. I would like to thank my parents, my brother, and my friends for supporting me this week. And I hope to see you all back next year. I love it here. I'm going to come back for many, many, many more years.
We thank you, Monica. We're going to hold you to that because you're a favorite here for all of us. Thank you. The doubles match will shortly follow this. I don't think I forgot anything, did I? Thank you again.
So the ceremonies are over. Monica Seles has won this tournament for the second time in a row, and we'll be back with more from Manhattan Beach, California.
Number 2 seed, Arantxa Sanchez Vicario meets the number 6 seed, Katerina Maleeva. Rock Creek Park, the largest city park in the country. Fitzgerald Tennis Center, Washington, D.C., Virginia Slims of Washington final. The 1991 Virginia Slims of Washington is being brought to you by the Diamond Brokers of America, by the Diamond Anniversary Band. Tell her you'd marry her all over again. And by Clairol, for women who want to look beautiful, feel beautiful, be beautiful. Clairol, for women who simply want the best. And by Volvo, a car you can believe in. In today's final, it will be Katerina Maleeva against Arantxa Sanchez Vicario. Both players are looking for their first victory of the year, and this is the type of event they need going into the U.S. Open if they hope to use it as a springboard. Right now, the Volvo Tennis Recap.